Michael, where were you on 9/11?
I was here. No.
Suspicious.
Swaddled, maybe.
Swaddled?
That's pretty young.
You were like 2.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You're doing amazing.
I'm trying.
Is this the first time you're on a podcast?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow.
You're
Welcome.
roommates with podcasters and you've never been. That's
Never been. I'm in the background of them. I'll usually moon them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
so you're normally a mooner.
I guess so when it comes to their podcast.
Just
I am.
them.
I mean, someone's got to do it.
Someone's gotta do it.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
So,
It's very offbeat for me to do it, but I put myself out
You know we
there.
had to do it to him.
Yeah.
You know you had to do it to him.
I knew
Yeah.
what I had to do.
yeah,
And
exactly.
you
did
did
it.
And you did it.
And I did do it, yeah.
And
Yes.
you've always said
And I
that.
do it a lot. Most of their podcasts.
And now you're here as a guest.
Yeah, now I'm here as a guest.
How are you feeling?
Good. I'm excited.
Do you have a
I'm
good
happy
day?
Yeah, it was a pretty good day.
Okay. Do you have any plans later?
I do have a plan.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you
What's
want
the
to tell
plan?
us?
you want to talk about it?
I will be seeing a girl.
Ooh.
Do tell. So where'd you meet?
Met at work.
Workplace romance.
Work
Yeah.
crush.
My dream.
Oh, my dream.
Yeah, she came in for her first shift.
Oh.
And she needed an apron.
Oh!
And as a former server, I had one.
Milady.
And yeah, then she had to give it back, so we met up for coffee. And then we
Wow.
kept hanging out.
Huh.
You rizzed her up.
Something like that.
Would
yeah.
you say you're the Rizz king?
Were you
No.
chefing it up?
I was chefing it up.
You were
which
cooking.
maybe-
He
I
was
think
cooking.
I
You were
was
chefing it up
cooking.
and you were cooking, but you don't think you have Rizz.
Well, I think maybe that does it for me. I don't personally have Rizz, but maybe the job lends
Interesting.
itself.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, you get the chef's uniform and...
Do you have a chef hat?
Yes.
No, it's
Oh.
probably just wearing...
Do you have like a little rat that sits on top of your head and pulls your hair?
Yeah, there's rats, but they're not...
Oh, okay. Okay, moving on. Moving
They
on.
don't make soup.
Moving
You mean
on.
ratatouille?
It's
Yeah.
like ratatouille.
Yes.
That's literally what I'm doing.
I know. You said he made soup.
You make soup in the movie.
But I was just saying soup because that's the first thing he makes in the movie.
Oh, that is
Ratatouille
so
was too on the
true.
nose.
So
Yeah.
true. So true. I forgot about the soup.
Okay.
So have you
Sorry.
watched The Bear?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you say it's an
Thoughts?
accurate depiction
Um,
of the life of a chef?
not where I was, but I have worked at a job where it was like, yes, chef. Thank you, chef. That was cool.
Did you watch the movie The Chef?
No, I haven't. Seen
Starring?
Starring Jon Favreau and Scarlett Johansson featuring Robert Downey Jr.
it. No, but that sounds pretty star-studded.
Have you seen The Menu?
Yes, big fan of the menu.
I've
Saw
never
that.
heard
Would you
of
say
that
that
one.
was accurate to where you worked?
No, thankfully.
What's
I
going
didn't
on in
get-
the menu?
Oh.
Murder.
It's
Oh.
crazy.
Oh,
It's
is that
so
with
good?
the guy who
Nicholas
plays
Holt?
Ralph.
Yes,
Fiennes, yeah,
the guy who
Grand
plays
Budapest.
Voldemort.
Yeah.
He's Voldemort.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
He's Voldemort.
I'm not a nerd. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck you.
Are you a Potterhead?
No, never seen.
Oh.
Thank God.
Michael's not a nerd either.
Yeah,
Just leaves
Awesome.
me and Taylor.
yeah. No Hufflepuff school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Couldn't be bothered.
Hufflepuff school. Hufflepuff school. You mean Hogwarts?
Last week I walked past the
Hufflepuff is
play,
a house.
like the Harry Potter play that's happening in Times Square, and there are a bunch of people in robes. And I had walked past the line, so I was walking back into Times Square, and there were a bunch of kids in robes, and they're like, "Do you think other people are cosplaying for this?" And I saw no one in a robe, and I was like, "You're gonna be embarrassed in about 2 minutes."
I'll raise you. I work on the same block as the Harry Potter store in Flatiron.
Wow.
Yeah.
they probably have a
Imagine how
field
hard
day.
my life is.
They're pre-gaming the play with that.
Yeah. It's rough.
Man.
It's rough.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
So, losing the plot.
Oh, circling back. So I want to hear more about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
What number is this of like dates that you've been on together, or like ballpark? Is this technically a date?
It's hard to tell. I think at first I was like, is she just giving me my apron back and being nice? But then we started hanging out more, and it seemed less confusing. But
Okay.
Yeah, it at least was going to be. We were going to go on the tramway to Roosevelt Island.
Oh my god, nice. That's nice.
Yeah. But our last date was really nice. We went to Prospect Park. I took her on one of those Vespas.
Like in the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Like a movie.
Lizzie McGuire movie.
And so we start to walk into the park, and there's fireflies, and it's sun setting, and it's raining, so everything's a little.
Sounds like a scene out of a book.
I was just gonna say, Mr.
Like,
Romantic.
why are you married yet? Like,
Nicholas Sparks couldn't have wrote a
Yeah.
date as well.
never.
Yeah, I caught one of the fireflies and was like, look. But so it was raining, and as it came down, we went underneath a weeping willow tree where it was dry.
Of course.
And
Of course, a weeping willow.
Sure.
tree.
What else would there have been?
Yeah.
God.
we looked through like the leaves, and there's a wedding going on.
Of course.
Did you
Was it
crash
your
it?
wedding?
In this beautiful concrete boathouse in Prospect Park, and we hear like the glass break, and they all say Mazel Tov. And
Jewish wedding.
Jewish wedding.
It's a Jewish wedding.
And it was very nice. We set up a hammock and watched as people would come in and out of the venue. There's a bunch of like cute little kids. There's like a ring bearer, very sweet. We got to see the bride and groom came out of like the balcony, and we were cheering them on. We were like, woo, and they waved to us, and they're like, so it was nice. Yeah.
Wow.
You were in a
Wow.
Disney movie
Yeah.
for a
Couldn't
moment
be
there.
much better than that, right?
The only thing missing was if you smooched her. Did you?
We did share
Maybe
a
he
kiss.
just doesn't kiss
Yes.
and tell. He's
Yeah.
a gentleman.
He just said he did. They smooched.
He was prompted.
I'm redacting
Yeah.
my statement about being a gentleman then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. That is like.
That's a rom-com.
Yeah.
A lot just fell into place. I felt very lucky.
Wow.
So yeah, it was nice. Sunset,
So you think
Yeah.
she'll be in your life for a while?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
And that's fair.
And that's awesome.
And that's fair.
yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
So as 4 single women,
God.
what advice
What are we
do you
doing
have
wrong?
on what we're doing wrong?
Um,
Because everything about what you just said seems to make so much sense and be so perfect. How can we get there?
maybe lose something. Lose an apron.
Lose a guy in 10 days?
Lose a guy in 10 days.
Done that before.
Yeah.
Didn't need 10 days.
Don't need 10.
Did
40
not need
days,
10.
40 nights. There's a lot of movies. You could probably piece something together.
Okay.
I wonder though. I think maybe a lot of times on a train, I feel like I'm always hoping. Like I'll sit down and I'm always like hoping that
The
like,
subway?
someone, not the subway, but
Okay.
like a train.
Train.
Like
Yeah.
the Metro
Subway.
North?
Yeah, Metro North, Amtrak, that type
Okay.
of deal.
The
Like, you'll sit-
LIRR.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe the
Like
the
you'll
Long
sit down
Island.
next to your soulmate.
Yeah, so maybe if you
Yeah.
see some guy sitting alone, maybe sit next to him.
How do you feel about like girls approaching you first?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, that works.
So you're like sitting on the train and you're like hoping that someone comes up to you.
Basically.
Okay.
I think I'm like pretty afraid to. I'm like, they don't want to talk to me. I won't say anything.
Okay.
Huh.
I mean, it depends on like, if it's a bar, it's different. But like,
Okay.
yeah, if I'm at like a park or a place where I'm like, this would be a nice place to meet somebody.
Or the train.
Or the train.
Or the
See,
train.
the train.
Like
There's-
double R.
The most romantic
See,
place.
There's something about a
Interestingly
train that
enough,
seems very romantic.
Anytime I'm on the train and someone sits next to me, it's a man that could not be older.
Could not
and
be
it
older.
ruins my day.
Old men love
He's
me.
like sweating. He's
Yeah.
bald.
I'm like,
Oh,
I
he's-
thought I was alone.
Yeah.
He's so bald. For
He
sure.
couldn't be balder.
Could not be balder.
They're
Could
always
not be
angry.
Stomach's hanging
older.
out his pants.
Literally always angry for some
And the
reason.
sweat stains are like ridiculous.
And he's going hard on Candy Crush next
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, by the way.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
has
yeah.
Volume on.
Yeah.
Tall boy in a
Oh,
paper
yeah.
bag.
Tall boy in a paper bag.
Yeah.
Of
He's
course.
been watching a TikTok through like Instagram, somehow on Facebook, full
Blast.
volume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like eating like a Toblerone. It's
Yes, like ignoring every text message from his wife that's coming.
Yeah.
I watched some guy
yeah.
once take a hot dog out of a plastic sandwich bag and then proceed to eat it on the train. And it was like 2 p.m. So, he brought it from
Nice.
home to work and then ate it on the way home.
He just raw dogged
It was just the hot dog, no bun?
No, it had a bun.
Oh, okay.
It was a hot dog.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I
I
was
was
clarifying.
like
I would've
wasn't
said-
making
I
a
would've
hot dog
said-
out of
Yeah.
a
a
bag.
weenie in a bag.
I would have said a raw dog hot dog. I
Well-
would have specified.
Oh, and then I thought it was weird that he just like picked it up with his fingers, just like a weenie. But it makes more sense with a bun.
It had a bun.
Okay.
He ate on the train next to me.
Yeah.
Like this close.
Yeah, I was in the 2-seater.
Oh.
It
Awesome.
probably smelled crazy.
Yeah.
Now that train smelled like a turtle tank.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So would you ever bring a hot dog on public transportation? I'm just
No,
curious.
I wouldn't. No.
Oh, now you wouldn't.
Now I'll rethink my hot dog purchases. Yeah.
Do you eat hot dogs?
No, I actually never have.
You've never had a hot dog?
Lucas took me out once to get a hot dog.
Did you throw up?
A couple years ago. I thought it was fine.
Oh, nice.
Never had one again.
I haven't had one since.
You have to go to a baseball game.
Yeah, I
It
would
tastes
like to
better at a
go
baseball game.
to a Yankees game or something.
Probably meet a girl there.
I could need to go there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you into
Maybe that's the
sports?
place.
Like a sports girl?
No, I'm not. So I wouldn't be able to keep up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're
Yeah.
just like meeting a girl there like for the vibes.
Yeah, I think maybe at a baseball game I want to just go with like a friend.
You can Lady
Okay.
in the Tramp the hot dog.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Aw.
Yeah.
I would eat a hot dog if
If someone was on the other end.
yes,
And at
for sure.
baseball
Yeah.
games, they have like the footer, like it's a foot long.
Maybe
Yeah.
you get on the kiss cam with the footer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, I would totally do that. So, as we mentioned last week, we did have a Shabbat dinner. We had a little dinner party. And it was so much fun. And Michael was actually one of our guests. And yeah, we promised a debrief. So, do you want to, should the two of us like walk through like what was going on the 30
Take it
minutes
away.
before everyone got
Carrie.
there?
Yeah, sure.
So I had a friend visiting and we were just like catching up, like, you know, I had like some stuff that was like already kind of ready to go, but like I needed to make the kugel starting from like the beginning. And my friend and I, we just kind of got carried away, and then I kind of like checked the time and I was like, ruh-roh, I'm really late, really behind. I was kind of like freaking out. I had to caramelize onions. I don't know what that means.
She looked at me and she goes, anyone know how to caramelize onions?
And by that I meant, Joe, please
Yeah, please.
caramelize these onions for me.
Please do it.
So we were literally like that.
We were cooking.
We were
cooking.
we're
Literally
cooking.
Yeah.
And literally like oh my God, I gotta restart my mashed potatoes.
Does that mean?
Like it was so sweaty in that kitchen. We were so hot.
stressful.
And
It was like an episode of The Bear.
and you know what? That's so funny because I was just gonna say that. Like I was feeling like Carmi in that moment. Didn't look like him, but
Was
was
that Jeremy
feeling.
Allen White?
Yes, Carmi.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I did not time manage well. I was really nervous that we were gonna fuck that kugel up
Well-
because it was my first time making it.
yeah, but I made sure it was fine.
Yeah. No, it was delicious. It was awesome.
We fucked that kugel up.
We did fuck that
fuck it
kugel
up.
It
up.
was delicious.
Yeah.
That kugel gave me the worst stomachache of my life. That's how good it was.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So, yeah, preparing, that was like pretty stressful, but we somehow
It was timed,
turned
like,
that shit around in
perfectly.
13 minutes. Like when I
Yeah.
said people are going to be here in 30 minutes, I was
We were screaming at each other, going, "Turn this shit around!
turn this shit around, turn this shit around. Like
Literally up until the moment y'all knocked on our door.
I wasn't even dressed.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why I don't know what happened. I literally left work at 2. Don't know what I was doing for 5 hours.
I worked from home that day.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
what
know
I
what
did.
happened. But anyways,
Just got lost in
so
sauce.
yeah. So then said guests arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to say?
Y'all made half the spread.
Yeah.
Did you get a $200 Uber charge for the oils that spilled in the back of that Uber?
Ooh.
I'm worried.
I don't think so.
Okay.
They had an Uber incident.
Now I'm gonna go look. Yeah. So we made the veggies.
We made the veggies,
Veggies
Mashed
were very good.
the
potatoes.
mashed potatoes, the carrots, which were
And the
a separate
mac and
thing.
cheese.
Oh my
And
God.
mac and
Veggie
cheese.
dishes.
Yeah.
That mac
The
and
mashed
cheese.
potatoes and the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And
Talk
then-
about a stomach ache.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
dirt dessert and Oreo balls.
Dirt dessert.
Dark dessert and Oreo balls.
Oh
Made
my
those.
God. The Oreo balls.
So now for the
Those
next
were
6 months,
amazing.
Nikki's going to text me and be like, just had an Oreo ball, because she'll put them in the freezer.
My favorite thing to do is to just, well, I mean, like, I am famous for eating dinner at, midnight, but just go get an Oreo ball and then, like, tell Meghan that I just ate an Oreo ball. I have
my
to let her
favorite text
know.
to get.
I have to let her
And you know
know.
what that is? That's girl dinner.
And that's girl
girl
dinner.
dinner.
And
Yeah,
they
just
have
an
to,
Oreo
and they
ball.
It's girl
literally
dinner.
have to be in the freezer. Like, they can't be in the fridge sitting out. Did you get charged?
No.
Oh.
Would it tell me?
Okay.
Do you guys want to
Yeah.
explain why we
would
asked if
charge
you
you.
got charged?
Oh, yeah.
Because we had so much food, we had to take an Uber to your apartment because we could physically not carry it on the subway.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get out of the Uber, it has appeared that because we stacked everything on top of each other, due to water displacement, the oil had
I see.
overflowed out of the vegetables that were on
Yeah.
the bottom because they were like cooked in balsamic.
Yeah, and before we left, I went, oh, we need to make sure this one stays upright because I'm very worried that the vegetables are going to leak. And they did. And I realized because I went, my butt is wet. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And I look, and there's oil all down my dress,
Mm-hmm.
to which I had to hair dry another item of clothing.
I was blow drying Taylor's ass. Literally, I was like checking between my chicken and then blow drying her ass in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
with Marcus's Dyson.
Yeah.
His Dyson hair dryer.
It came in clutch,
But
but
$500 hair dryer.
Yeah.
700.
What?
He's got
Yeah.
the attachments.
He's got the attachments.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the second time I've had to hair dry my clothing.
in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is so funny. Did you know that happened in your bathroom?
In my bathroom.
In
Yeah.
your bathroom.
No.
Yeah.
Whoever's
It was
hair
another-
dryer was on the wall, you had to use it
That
because,
was Aaron's.
well,
Who I hope
I
is
knew it.
watching.
It's been used to
Wait.
blow dry Taylor's ass.
What happened again? Did you spill a drink on yourself?
Missy, you spilled a drink on me.
No. No,
No, I was
no.
holding my drink and you went, and you laughed and you hit me.
No, you were right next to me, and I looked to my side, and you were just wet.
Yeah, because you hit into me.
There were so many people around me. No one said I hit into you.
I would like to say JoJo was drinking straight tequila at this point.
Okay, but there
I'm
were
not picking
several
sides,
people around
but
me,
JoJo was
and
drinking
No one said that I hit
straight
her.
tequila.
I was
important
not
to know.
mad,
Mm-hmm.
but yes.
You were the biggest culprit of doing that to people. It was
I
your
know.
karma.
It was my karma. No,
I was
fully,
drinking-
like,
I was drinking straight tequila.
my nickname for a while was the tornado.
Oh, who called you that?
I don't know. I feel like somebody did it once, and now I made it a thing.
Not nice.
Taylor the tornado.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
because if I was drunk, drinks were getting knocked.
well, I'm sorry I hit you.
It is so fine. But yeah, I had to blow dry.
And you know what? My karma for hitting you at the green party was then having to blow dry your ass at my party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my Shabbat.
Oh,
So
okay.
It was your God-given right.
That's how. Yeah. That's
So-
how it works.
that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The rest of our guests of honor arrive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to give your perspective of
yeah.
the night?
Shabbat was incredible.
Oh.
It was great. It was wonderful. The food was wonderful. And yeah, we were hiding the leftovers from each other.
Yeah.
Really?
We were all kind of going for it.
We should have given you guys more.
I know.
We
Yeah.
we will next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so in I was very drunk, and then I found them.
Oh
They
yeah.
ate all
That's how
of
it
them.
works.
That must have been a nice
So
surprise.
then, in response, everyone hid the desserts and the challah
yeah.
bread, yeah.
Oh, that
I was gonna
challah
s-
bread.
I was fucking that challah bread.
When we
up.
got
Yeah.
back from the White Horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little bit last night. Is that bad?
No, it's bread.
Yeah.
Bread,
If
challah
it's not
bread.
moldy.
No, it's in the airtight. We put it in the airtight.
Oh.
As long as
Perfect.
it tasted good.
Yeah. Oh.
But
Oh,
we
it
did
did.
hear that you
Oh,
had an
nice.
interesting way home.
Wait, no. Before we
Oh,
go there.
Okay.
So, as a chef,
Oh, yes.
how are our cooking skills? How was all the food?
How's our food?
It was good. It was good.
Are you
So we should be
it
wiped
seems like
up.
you're kind of
No.
just saying that.
No, I enjoyed all the food.
Are you just saying it because we're right here?
Yeah, because we
We
had
can
you on our
take-
Okay,
podcast.
we'll all close our
we can
eyes
take
and ears,
it.
and you can say whatever you want to the microphone.
Yeah,
We
be
won't
honest.
listen.
We won't listen.
No, it was honestly, I enjoyed the food.
You hear all
Thought
that?
the kugel was great.
All of the listeners?
We
Wifey
should wipe
material right here.
Wife us up.
4 of us. Yeah.
Sure.
Hurry.
Sure. So we did your prayer, your ceremony.
Yeah, so we did all of the blessings. We went through like the hand washing, which was a little difficult for some people at this table. You know, have to be quiet and
Oh. I thought you meant the actual like hand washing. Yeah, sorry about that. I have an issue with
If there's one thing Taylor can't do, it's stop talking when she needs to stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
I had to like dissociate. I kept focusing on the man on the TV.
Yeah.
Who was
Yeah.
the man on the? Wasn't it just Spotify?
Yeah,
The man singing.
The man singing
The
on.
man singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I focused on him, I was fine.
You were fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do well with long spurts of silence.
It's okay. Just save it for next Shabbat. Yeah, you're building up.
Don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
I won't.
But yeah, we did everything. We did all the blessings, and it was really fun. And it was like everyone's like first kind of Jewish thing. Have you ever been to like a bar or bat mitzvah?
I went to like a post bar mitzvah.
So just the party.
You went to
I
an
guess
after party?
Just the party. I mean,
That's
he was
like a little-
13, but yeah.
It's like a little fake. It's like a little. It's a little
yeah.
rude. You didn't go to the service.
I wasn't invited. He just invited people
Maybe
to
they just
the-
invited
Tea.
family to the service and then like friends and family to the party
Interesting.
as to not
Yeah.
overwhelm.
Interesting. Or like maybe just Jewish people.
It
Huh.
might have just been.
Because also a bunch of 13-year-olds are kind of a recipe for disaster in a place where you're supposed to be quiet and respectful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also realized that I have sat Shiva before. So it wasn't my first Jewish thing, but it was my first happy Jewish thing.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fun. So you guys enjoyed the. We tried to like, I guess, teach as much as we could.
Yeah. No, I
Definitely taught.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I dated a Jewish girl and didn't learn much, but I wanted to. So this was very helpful.
Wow. I
Big night
already
for
did
you.
more than
Yeah.
in one night than she could do.
Yeah.
In months,
I-
years, days.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
We won't get caught up
Doesn't
in it. We won't get caught up in the
I had
details.
don't
actually-
matter.
I had asked her, like, I was like, what do I wear to a Shabbat? I didn't
Oh
know.
my god, that's so funny. But yeah, it was fun, and of course we went to the White Horse afterwards.
Where else would we end
Duh.
up?
Yeah.
What did you think of the White Horse?
Yeah, it was your first time.
It was nice. It was
Yeah.
a nice little bar.
Yeah.
I think the music could have been better.
Yeah.
They had a Beyonce song, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Well, it's like a jukebox
Jukebox.
that you go up to and pay.
Oh.
You have to pay for the songs.
Right. I do like that. I do like a good jukebox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if we get lucky, I get a $20 bill from the bartender,
Ooh.
and I put it in the jukebox, and I get to pick, and I get to
Nice.
spend his money. But he wasn't there when we
Tom.
went. Tom wasn't there.
No,
It wasn't.
he knows us by our drink orders. At this point, we are constantly bringing them new customers.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Yes.
Captain and Coke.
Captain and
Nice.
Coke, Captain Diet Coke, and then he goes, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Or
Aw.
he'll just ignore you.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
always fun when you order.
He'll
and he
go
goes,
and walks
And
away.
then walks away.
walks away.
Or
Huh.
he'll reach over you and literally encapsulate your head. That happened to Meghan.
He's
Yeah.
so funny.
So
he's a
nice
character.
local, though. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we love it there, and the thing with the White Horse is that it's like, especially on a weekend, sometimes it is like a literal rager,
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
or sometimes we're one of 10 people in there, which is kind of what happened after Shabbat.
yeah, do you know who we haven't seen in a while? The purple.
The guy in the burgundy
There's
velvet
a,
suit.
there's a guy who I love who's
Constantly.
usually like at the White Horse, and he's always in a burgundy velvet suit with a bow tie.
Huh.
Yeah,
Haven't seen him in a while.
No, I wonder if he's okay.
yeah.
This place spawns
kind
the
of a
most
White
random
Horse.
assortment of people.
It really does. It's like
really does.
just like
It's a breeding ground.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
normal drunks, and then like we walk in, always like the hottest, sexiest people in the room.
Yeah.
The youngest by about
Oh,
25 years.
yeah.
At least.
One time we went after there was a church like Christmas party.
Oh my!
and they were in like
God.
wigs
Yeah.
and they were dressed up from I guess
Yeah.
reenacting the birth of baby Jesus.
Wait, there was one time that Megan and Taylor met us there, and they said there was a monk on.
Oh yeah, there was a monk. He was directing traffic.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So like you really caught it on a tame night.
Yeah.
But
I kind of wish I saw some of this. That'd be
okay, well
awesome.
you're gonna come back. So
Yeah.
don't even like talk about it like it's over. You're
Don't even
coming back to
fret.
the White Horse. Yeah.
Maybe next time Mr. Susan will be there.
Mr. Susan.
May I recommend taking your date there tonight?
Ah. It
Love
is
to see what it's like on a
Thursday.
Thursday. Actually, we've been there on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Can't even say I wish I'd know what it's like.
I think we've been there every day of the week.
I was just gonna say we definitely have.
We've been there every day of the week for sure.
I know what it's like on a Thursday.
Yeah. But yeah, we love that bar. We go there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We played Coco Tray.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We did play Kugel Tray, also known as
Yeah.
Salad Bowl.
Another
Another
game.
prank.
Well,
Another
game.
prank we played.
Yeah, we really like.
Did we ever say that was a prank?
I was
No,
just
we
gonna
didn't.
say we totally didn't.
We
and,
just
like,
totally gaslit
you would,
Aaron.
yeah, you would love this. Okay, so,
Why is it a theme for us to just gaslight?
yeah. So like
We love lying.
we went to a party at Michael's apartment like 3 weeks ago, and our friend Aaron wanted to play this game called Salad Bowl. And everyone was kind of just like, all right, like we'll play.
We gave him a
but,
lot of shit
like,
for it. We gave
Yeah.
him
yeah,
a
we gave him a lot of
for
shit, but we were
it.
like, okay,
Yeah.
we're like whatever. So we thought it would be funny if like I like said that I played this really fun game on Birthright called Kugel Tray, and it was just like the
It's just
same
salad
exact
bowl.
game as Salad Bowl, but everyone was like so excited, like we were all really excited to play it.
Bree, her
I see.
birthright guest, was in on it. She was like, "Oh my god! Like I've been thinking about it on the plane, and we're
can't wait to
explaining it." And
play.
of course, Aaron is like, "I'll play a game. I love games."
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
is this? Nikki's explaining. Goes, "It's Salad Bowl."
I was like, nope, it's Kugel
Kugel
Tray.
Tray.
Yeah.
So that was all a bit as
That
well.
was very funny.
Completely planned.
Yeah.
We're like
Um,
pranksters
We didn't
now.
even tell anyone.
We
It was
did
a bit after.
it. We did it. This is really like the shit on Aaron episode.
I'm
this
sure,
doesn't
I'm
come
sure
out
he
as a
still
bit.
thinks about it though.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But
That's so bad.
yeah, it was fun. We cycled through a couple games.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
For
was
the
fun.
girls.
For the girls, yeah.
Learned a lot about your roommate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Or
yeah.
wait, no, not your birthright sister.
Oh, yes, my birthright sister Bree.
Learned a lot about her,
Yes.
We also learned a lot about our roommate.
and
Yeah.
Mhm.
and a lot about.
Did you know all that about Cole? Because you went to high school with him,
Oh,
right?
your roommate too. We
And
learned a
your
lot about
roommate.
your roommate.
Yeah,
Okay.
We
so-
always joke that whenever we would see Aaron and Lucas, and now you guys by default, like we jump a bunch of levels of friendship.
Yeah. We like
Yeah,
I
this will
can't
be
even-
learning way too much.
I know, I
Yeah.
can't think of an
You're here.
example, but
You're
Yeah.
guest on
I
the
mean-
pod.
yeah, but that really is our specialty.
It is.
It is.
Just grilling people and you
Yeah.
know.
Finding more out about them than could have
Oh,
ever
I
hoped
would,
to
yeah.
know.
I would
Yeah.
love to overshare about.
Anything else you want to overshare about?
Ooh.
No, I don't know.
Tell us
Anything
all
off
the
the record?
I don't
embarrassing.
know what it is.
Yeah, he lives with them. We can find out all
I know
about the
that's-
embarrassing
this
tea.
is- it's your opportunity.
Maybe not on the pod.
Yeah.
Well, offline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
on
mean,
the
there
record.
isn't much tea, at least that I know of, or at least like between us as roommates. There's not much.
Or are you just unaware?
Ooh.
Maybe I'm unaware. Maybe I'm the problem.
Oh, it's very
I'm
Taylor Swift of
definitely
you.
not.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm very clean.
Well, we're at like 30-ish minutes.
Time check. It's 8:45.
Yeah, we'll pause for you. And you can
Awesome.
go on your date.
Thank you so
We
much
will
for
be-
joining
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
Thank you
for
so much for
joining.
having me. This has been wonderful.
You were so
Yeah,
happy to have
but
you.
You're
come
our
back.
first solo guest.
Yes.
You are.
Because
Wow,
Aaron and
nice.
Lucas came
Yeah,
on
they
They
you
came as a
together.
pair.
Yeah. So milestone for the pod and for you.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The man is gone. I need to talk about Conrad Fisher so fucking bad. Conrad Fisher.
All I have to say is I was at a funeral yesterday, and the song Silver Springs was in my head all day, and I was like, who's going to confess their love to me at this funeral? Who's
Guys.
confessing their love to me at this funeral?
I need him so clinically, biblically. Can I spoil artists that are on the soundtrack?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes.
It's fine.
Okay. Hold on.
But also, I kind of know what happens in the show because TikTok.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Okay.
So
I am going to be such a goddamn little freak for the next 2 months. Like, guys,
When she turned on the car. And
I'm
the clicking
speechless.
Of the beep beep beep.
Shut the fuck
transitioned
up.
in the driver's license.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. Most important thing. First of all, One Direction. Insane thing to do. Delwater Gap. Fleetwood Mac. Silver Springs. One thing that I really feel like I manifested last week. Last Kiss, Taylor's version, was in the fucking first episode. I was having a meltdown.
And I have a photo to prove.
And I was having a meltdown. I had a meltdown. Like, Belly, you're it for me. Belly, I'd never get over you.
To the book.
Belly, I'd never get over you.
Which is...
Belly, I'd never get over you. Like I can't stress that enough. Like, Belly, I'd never get over you.
Was that on the beach?
I don't know, was it?
I don't want any spoilers.
I know, but like, Belly, I'd never get over you. The fireplace. No, I'm done. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, I
have things to say about the fireplace. Fuck you too!
I'm a absolute, like,
I did see something
feral
about it,
little
and I was
monster.
like, I'm not spoiling this for myself.
I am a feral
proud
little
of you.
freak.
Aren't you?
You love spoiling
I
things.
know.
Bite my tongue.
Please do.
Because
digress.
Actually, you know what? Spoil it. Spoil it.
no, I can't. You guys know how hard this is for me to not talk about Conrad Fisher right now.
I know. Should we move on?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's going to get bad and I'm going to get really sweaty. Anyways, let's talk about Red, White, and Royal Blue. Because Taylor finished the book.
Finished the book.
Thoughts?
I feel like I have too many, and we do have to have a micro episode because we are going to go see Barbie.
Only 3/4 of us are
And
going
we
to
could
see
not
Barbie.
stop talking to Michael.
So Red, White, and Royal
Sorry, I'm
Blue.
mixing up my men.
Just top line. It was kind of predictable. I am going to say it was
Okay.
predictable. I knew that Zahara and Sean, that I knew that that's who she was engaged to.
how did you know that?
How?
Literally how?
I
Okay, for those who don't know, Taylor is somehow so incredibly good at guessing the plots of things. Like, things that you won't even think of, Taylor will guess. And Taylor's either, like, right on the money, where you're like, that doesn't make any sense, and then it happens and you're like, what the fuck? Or she's so far off and you're like, what the fuck?
Like when she guessed Carrie Bradshaw would be married to Matthew Broderick and just like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's no. But, like, this, I knew it. Like, it's, of course, like, that would happen. Like, it was, the writing was on the wall.
No, it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
Didn't
it
see it coming.
was.
Okay, losing the plot because
I-
that's one of the
okay.
least important parts of
Yes.
the book.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the
Two
lake
of the
house.
side characters.
The lake house.
Let's talk about the lake house because I would love to talk about the
I
lake
got
house.
so mad. I could not read it. I put it down, and I was so mad at Henry. I had to put the book away. Joe came over, and I literally yelled at her.
She goes, I'm so mad at him.
I'm so mad. So mad. Not to be like, he is the one who opened the can of worms and then shut it down. And then Alex had this whole, like, to-do, had this whole, like, figuring himself out and went, you know what? I think I'm falling in love with you. And he went, peace out. Didn't even say goodbye. Just wrote him a little note. Took his guards back to fucking England and ghosted him. Like, how fucking rude. How rude. How rude.
I can't wait to see that happen in 4K.
I know. Well, no. See, that's why I was like, when I was reading the book, I was like, this is going to burn like so fucking bad. Like, this is
Yeah.
gonna hurt like a bitch to see it in the movie.
Well, like
it was
pictured-
so hard to read.
And because now I know what they look like how the movie is. I pictured them and them too, and I could just picture them like on the beach, like them a little sandy. Like I pictured some seaweed,
Sandy.
the little sandy, little whatever, and then I could picture Henry's face of him like going a little like inquisitive and a little sad.
Do you want to say who your fan cast was?
Oh
Also
my god.
for the Queen, for the fan cast, I could not get Queen Elizabeth. That's who I pictured.
Oh. Yeah, sure. My fan cast, like, I do love who they ended up going with. I think it's going to be an amazing movie. I think they have a ton of chemistry. But my fan cast that I'm, like, holding on to for dear life is Henry as, or Patrick Schwarzenegger as Henry, and Michael, I think his last name was, like, Cimino. I don't really know how to say it, but he was the guy who played Love Victor, or who played Victor in Love Victor.
He played Love Victor.
He played Love Victor.
First name Love,
Last name Victor. Yeah,
Ooh.
he played Victor in Love Victor, and I was like dead set. I was like, especially for Henry, I was like, this is it. This is it. Like, there's no one else. This is it. But I think the fan cast is, I think
Actual
my
cast.
fan cast is good. The actual cast is like, sure. The one thing I'm really upset about is like in the book, it's so like overstressed that Henry's like
Tall.
towers
Yeah.
over him. He's like, you
That
know,
was gonna-
Alex
yeah.
is like fiery because he's like a little shorter, and like it adds to the dynamic. So like, tell me why Alex in the movie is taller than him. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, just like that stuck out to me immediately.
Same.
Now my fan cast was on the other side of the sexy spectrum, so I guess this could be a panty riser of the week if we
You're
so
right.
choose. It was the two kids from High School Musical, the musical series, that were dating in the show. I can't think of their names. One of them was Seb, and I can't think Carlos. Seb and Carlos. If you want to Google it and insert a photo from High School Musical, the musical, the
Meghan.
series. Those two gay kids were my fan cast for this gay book.
And I said,
They
she
fit the descriptions to a T.
she literally said to me,
Yeah.
she was like, oh, well, you know, I think like that's why it took me 6 months to get through the book, because like
They weren't
I was
sexy.
picturing them, and I said, Megan, picture hot people. Like
Yeah.
it's so easy,
I
just
was
picture someone
picturing
hot.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally picturing children.
The cast of High School Musical, the musical, the series.
Yeah.
That
Now
was
I'm
so
kind of
funny.
sad because I usually do fan cast.
Mm-hmm. But
But-
you didn't get to, yeah.
Yeah. I can't even
Well-
think of who I would.
No, because I
Matthew Broderick.
The fact that you said that Matthew Broderick will leave his wife, Sarah Jessica Parker, who you said still exists as playing Carrie Bradshaw. So I'm not sure how he would leave his wife for the character that his wife plays.
You know,
He has a type.
yeah.
yeah.
The season is still
It's
young.
like Inception.
Yeah.
Apparently, Aiden comes back this week. No, it was Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, Matthew Broderick. That's who she emails.
It was Matthew Broderick
Yeah.
in an Aiden mask.
Wow.
Whoa.
What is this?
Aiden in a Matthew Broderick mask.
Guys, okay. Well, so we will say we got through
Like
like
half.
half of this week's episode where Aiden is allegedly, you know, probably at the end, like
Probably.
what's that called?
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Snippet.
Snippet. And oh god, I mean, like the chills that I just got. Like, this is the moment that I've literally been waiting for
Also-
years.
Did you see everything?
Wait, we only got through half,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm hoping that the half that we got through, it seems like Che and Miranda might break up, or at
Oh,
the very
I
least
hope
take
so.
a break.
I hope
and
so.
I'm really, really holding out for that.
Well, what really fucked up thing happened? Oh yeah, the threesome.
Oh, that
three-
too.
the
No,
That
we
was
talked.
weird.
We talked about the Brady thing.
No, but
the
that's what's fucked
threesome,
up.
and then when after they had sex, Miranda wanted to cuddle, and Chase said no, and then started recording cameos.
yeah, that was an insane thing
And then
to
she was
do.
like, "Why are you so upset I'm recording cameos? Just go in your living room. It's not like you're in a
Yeah.
studio apartment. You have
Literally.
another room that
But-
you could go record a cameo."
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, you guys?
Also, when she had the party over and Miranda's like, I have to be up at 5 a.m. Like,
And it was like 3:30.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and she was like, guys, you have to be quiet. There's somebody sleeping in the other room. Go to one of their fucking apartments.
Literally.
Or also, Miranda, you have your own apartment.
Also, Miranda, have a backbone and yell at them.
Literally.
Is all I'll say.
Okay, so I'm watching Sex and the City from the beginning, and now I'm watching this. That is not the Miranda.
It's
No,
not.
it's not.
No.
It's
It's
not my.
not.
You know, like not my Roderick.
Yeah,
not my
not my
Miranda.
Miranda.
Not my Miranda.
She is so. I had this revelation while I was watching it today because I watched most of season 3 of Sex and the City yesterday, and I caught up to where we are now in season 2. Have not watched season 1, but in season 2, and I feel like she's Charlotte from the original series, where she's that
Interesting.
like.
You haven't gotten to the end yet, but towards the end, she's very Carrie and big coded. like down to one of the conversations they have in season 1 of And Just Like That almost mirrors a conversation they had in the last season of Sex and the City.
But yeah, I just feel like she's very, not like Charlotte, but where she's like she's trying to be like very motivating. I was like, if this was Miranda from how we knew her, she would have been like, get your ass up, get the fuck outside, and do your job, like do something else.
She would have been like, it's not my job to be your mother. Like, you should be able to take care of yourself and not bring me down with you.
Like, I already have a kid. Like, I don't need, like, she's just not, I don't know. Like, it's just very, like, icky.
On the one hand, like, it's a character assassination, and I feel like it's not my Miranda, but on the other hand, too, I'm like, you know, does it happen to people who have been, like, you know, so strong their whole lives, and they find someone who makes them think that, like, maybe they have it all wrong, and it just makes them regress? Like, I don't know. Maybe it does happen. I feel like, though, for what she stood for in the show, and for all of the women that she symbolized, it's a step back.
It is, and like you don't have to have like you can keep the character like the same. You don't have to have them change in some dramatic way.
She can have plenty of her own problems as herself.
Exactly, and like also like I know this is, you know, I understand that they're saying like Che is so depressed and like going through all of this with their show, but it's like Miranda was so real for saying like why don't I get like the fun like I get the really sad like you know, depressed version of you, and everyone else gets to see like this, you know, perfectly normal version of you. Like, it's not fair.
I mean, she also gets the really mean version of Che too.
And moody,
the baby,
moody, doesn't want to show
Bossy.
Miranda any affection, didn't care about the fact that Brady was suicidal.
that whole like I'm having a real life.
That should have been a deal breaker.
Oh, and if I was the friend, like she was telling Charlotte about it, if I was Charlotte, I would have been like, pack your shit up and get the fuck out.
It's like all of them are devoid of like reason and logic.
Yeah.
Or even if you're just an emotional person, you're led by emotions, you'd be so hurt that you like wouldn't be able to get over it.
But that scene kind of, I saw the old Miranda back where she was like, I had a real life family situation.
Yes. And it was real.
And it was real.
But then in 30 seconds, just when Che was like, for what, like, the record, I hope Brady's okay.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah. And, also,
and then Miranda was just like,
let's not leave it on this yucky
You're
note.
gonna do great.
Leave it on the yucky note.
Leave it on. And that's what I was saying earlier when we were watching it. I was like, they keep doing, like, they keep writing something where Che fucks up really bad, and then Miranda's always the one who's like picking up the pieces and trying to, you know, like make it okay. And it's like over and over and over again, like Che keeps shitting on her.
Yeah.
I saw a spoiler for this week's episode on TikTok, and I wish we watched this scene before we started recording because do you want to know what it is?
Is it about Che and Miranda?
It's about Miranda, but Che's not in the scene.
Is it about Aiden?
No.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw this. No.
Okay, you can tell me.
No.
Oh.
It's just Steve yelling at Miranda for being like a shitty person.
Yeah, he finally like breaks down and yells.
Did you
at
see
her.
that scene? We
Wait,
watched the
also
half of it.
time check.
No.
We have
20 minutes till the Barbie movie.
We have 20 minutes. So
Okay,
why don't
we
we
need to-
wrap this up?
Okay. I'm leaving it on a hot take.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot take. I don't like Miranda in either series because she is shitty to Steve, and Steve deserves the world. I love Steve.
Another panty dropper of the week.
We won't even have a panty riser because we will have 2 panty droppers because Steve, my man, I love him.
My man.
I
Steve
love
Brady.
him so much. Like, I just want, like, he's so nice. And
Miranda.
He's so nice, and he loves her, and she's just such,
Like
like,
in the recap this week, it was the scene with Carrie, and he's like, I'm never taking this off.
That was painful.
Now that's a man.
Now that's a panty
he's-
dropper.
Like, I could just, like, when she broke up with, I literally, like, could tear up.
I
It's
think about
sad.
Miranda, she's gonna absolutely, for some reason, hate Steve's
Hates
guts.
Steve so much.
And she's
But-
the same thing with Skipper, too.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. We
Skipper.
can't. We have exactly 20
She
minutes
has
to
a
the
type.
Barbie movie, and we're gonna have to end.
Okay, actually, wait. I have a TikTok of the week.
Oh my god.
Guys, you have 20 minutes after the start time.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
No,
So,
my anxiety.
Speaking as someone who's not going to the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll leave it on my TikTok of the week. So this week's TikTok I saw.
Is it Adam Jockle?
You got 60
No.
seconds.
So this girlfriend and boyfriend were having a fight. Not a fight, but they had a scenario. And he asked her, if you could go 30 years into the future and Google one thing, what would you Google? And she went, I'm going to let you answer first, because they had already done it. And she was like, I just have to video this. And he said...
Oh, wait, can I say what I'd Google first?
I'm also going to say what I'd Google.
I'd Google the Mega Millions for like a random day.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
In my head, I thought, does One Direction get back together?
Oh.
Which was also...
You did not think that. That's what she thought.
It's what
There's
she...
no way that's what you
I
thought.
did think that in my head. I was like,
Okay,
oh, I'd
okay.
look up if One Direction got back. I'm curious if they ever got back together. And it was also what she thought of. She would look up if One Direction got back
What would you
together.
look up?
I would look up Timothée Chalamet today.
Yeah? What would you look up?
I don't even know. I feel like I just freak out.
And not look up anything.
Meanwhile, I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, because he was like, I'd look up like who won a Super Bowl,
The
who
Mega
won
Millions.
something.
I look up the Mega Millions and
Yeah.
pick the number.
In my head, I went, maybe I'd look up if One Direction got back. And then she said that, I was like,
Maybe like a horse race.
Mm,
You can make a lot of money from those.
Yeah.
True,
And then I just have to remember one funky, junky name.
yeah.
And be like, put it all on Thin Mints, please.
Episode
like-
name.
Thin Mints.
No,
Funky,
Thin
junky
Mints
name.
featuring our friend Michael.
No, I thought the episode name was going to be We're Cooking.
Oh, we're cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, guys.
Can't wait
Thanks
to
for
report
the
back next week on the Barbie
absolutely
movie.
chaotic episode.
so chaotic.
Featuring our friend Michael. Thank you, Michael, for coming
Thank you.
on. It was
Thank
so much
you.
fun.
Hope you have fun on your date.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna need to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We love you very much. Mwah.
Mwah.